Ooh, ooh, oh, ooh.
First of all, where were you yesterday? Everybody's asking.
I was digging
Mowing the
a
lawn.
really deep hole like you do at a beach. But in my backyard, I was seeing
Whose
how
backyard?
in
Whose
my mom
backyard?
in my mommy and
Yep.
daddy's
Yep.
backyard. No, I had a nice day off, the first one in a while. So that was fun. But hey, welcome into the PHNX Daily Bet Show, brought to you by the one and only DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Sign up using that promo code PHNX and bet just $5 on any NBA team. And if they emerge victorious, you get $150 in free bets to sprinkle around during this merry time. Johnny, how are we feeling on a nice Thursday, right?
Today is Thursday. Yeah.
Thursday. Okay.
We're feeling good. You know what I think we should do? I think we should do a live stream one day, PHNX special edition live stream, where you and I are just on realtor.com looking for rental properties for you, and then we can get like people in the comments, giving them, their takes. Maybe we could get some super chats in there to help pay your down payment,
Dude,
your
I
deposit.
don't
That
need
would be
money.
wonderful.
It's the housing market right now is ridiculous. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Can we not make this show about my living
That's why
situation?
that's hey, PHNX Cardinals Live. Everybody in the chat basically craps on me for my current situation down here in Maricopa. So, Shane,
Yeah.
sometimes we have to slum through it. So if you would like, there are some nice apartments here down by the Denny's that I could
Yep.
refer you to.
Oh,
It's a
the
little bit of a
Denny's.
commute. Yeah.
You didn't tell me it was bougie down there.
It's pretty. Hey, we are getting, fingers crossed, if everything goes well, we are getting the Chili's.
That'd be insane. How'd you do yesterday, Johnny?
I did okay. I like Iron Mike Luke, who's in the house. Love Mike. We'll have him back soon. Picked Arizona. Arizona didn't win.
Arizona
They had
got
a tough time.
shafted.
Yeah, the officials, I'm not one to complain about the officials, but the
Yeah.
officials were awful. I'm just kidding. I always complain about the officials. To me, that game was, I don't know. It was kind of a microcosm of Arizona sports this year, where we get jazzed up, and there's this one big game, nationally televised, and then they don't do well,
Yeah.
right? Whether it's the Suns in the NBA Finals, the Cardinals on primetime TV. I feel like there was a lot of positive energy. I feel God in this Chili's tonight.
I feel God in this Chili's. Sorry.
Well, I think what we should do is, not to get off topic again, I think we should have our year-end celebration for PHNX at the Chili's when it has its grand opening.
Is it going to have its grand opening before year end?
I don't know. I don't think so. But we can postpone it. All right, Leah, can I see my picks one more time? So I was really close on hitting Vatek, but they lost by 11.
But that doesn't
That
matter.
was unfortunate. And then Illinois did cover. So I went for 1 for 2.
1 for 3.
1 for 3.
So not very good.
No, I mean, not having a great week of bets. I dominated. I used all of my good mojo on Guess the Lines on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's a weird thing to show out for.
And then a lot of my picks just have. Here's the problem: is the COVID factor.
Yeah.
I don't know who's playing consistently. I was trying to talk to Mike Luke about it yesterday. How it's a difficult place to navigate right now. You got to live on the DraftKings Sportsbook app.
Yeah.
To be able to hit these bets.
It's going to be a weird weekend in the NFL in general. So my advice, as the sun decides to just absolutely destroy me, my advice for the people is wait until Sunday morning. See who the inactives are, because Dalvin Cook, it was just announced that I don't think he's going to play unless something crazy happens.
Classic Rams getting all the breaks.
Yep. Yeah. This is insane. I was looking so good earlier, and now
let's not overdo it.
Come on, Johnny. Look at this. Are you kidding me? The reason why people tune into this show is 1, our sweet picks. 2, me, and that's it.
Well, no one agrees with that.
There we go. The sun's being nice now. Look at me.
I don't want to. Alex said I had an 0 for 5 yesterday. Arizona killed me.
Yeah.
Killed a lot of people, Alex. I was really confident going into that game that they were gonna win outright, and then just those SEC officials making their mark on the game didn't enjoy watching that go
Yeah.
down. But we got to
Well,
persevere.
yep, exactly. And we can do that on Thursday Night Football, the 5th day of NFL football in 7 days, 6th day.
I'm into it. We had a little bit of a break yesterday, and now we
Mhm.
are back and better than ever because we've got today, Thursday. We don't have a game tomorrow, I don't believe. There are no Friday games.
No, Saturday.
Historically in the NFL, if for those of you who don't know, do not like to touch Fridays because that is high school territory, specifically high school football. And then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we're primed and ready.
Yep. After the college football season, I mean, I just don't think the NFL really cares about bowl games that much. So Saturday is a go. I am a little worried about this game tonight just because the 49ers can either put up 40 points or 10. It just depends what Jimmy G you're getting. I think we get the good Jimmy G tonight. AJ Brown was just activated officially this morning. I don't know if it's going to affect the line at all. I don't think so because he was supposed to play anyway. So let's get right into it. Johnny, what do you like for tonight?
I think it's going to be a coin flip game. I like the Niners. I believe so. That line started at close to 1.5, and it's gone all the way up to 3. I still like to swallow 3 points with the Niners. They're just, I hate to say it, the Cardinals swept them, so we can stand on that. But I mean, it would not surprise me at all the way the Niners are playing. Their skill position is gross right now in the best possible way. Kittle, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, Kyle Juszczyk. They can always run the football. It doesn't matter who they're at. Why are you slumping like that?
Because I'm getting blasted by the sun.
Okay. So at the end of the day, as crazy as it sounds, there is an outside chance that the Cardinals, of course, make the playoffs, but are the third team, finish third in the division this year. Because I think the Niners could win out, and I think the Cardinals, they have a much tougher schedule. I like the matchup tonight. Jimmy G against a bad Tennessee secondary. Now, you could say the Niners secondary isn't great, but I mean, you can't make an argument right now that Jimmy's playing better than Ryan Tannehill, and they're scoring more points in bunches. And Tennessee kind of had a tough time last week, knocking off the Pittsburgh Steelers. They lost in that game, and then the week before that, they barely beat a bad Jacksonville team. I just don't think they played anybody of note, and Kyle Shanahan got his mojo back. It only took him like a season and a half to do it.
Yeah. This is kind of the thing with the NFC West. Some teams will start out slow and then pick it up at the end of the year.
And then some teams start 7-0 and then are a complete dumpster fire by Christmas.
And then need their diapers changed by Big Johnny. Here is my picks for tonight. I like the Niners -3 as well. I also like the over at 44.5. It started at 46. I don't really know why it's going down. Maybe just because of the lack of production from Ryan Tannehill. Look, I think AJ Brown comes back and has a big game. Julio's playing. And we'll get into my props, but yeah, Deontay Foreman's good. I love me some Jeremy McNichols. I really do.
Of course you do. You just like saying his name.
Yeah, that is why. And I think that Jimmy G, yeah, here we go. Heart. I think Jimmy G has a Jimmy G less type of night, and I think they score a lot of points tonight. I think Ayuk has a big game. They get the ball to Deebo Samuel in space.
Who's guarding Kittle for the Tennessee Titans? They don't
exactly.
Their back seven is awful. They got a couple nice defensive linemen. They're a couple pass rushers of note, but no, it's not going to set up for Tennessee to play well defensively. The Niners have figured something out where they are one of the better offenses the last 6 weeks.
For sure. Before we get into our props, if you want to take any of these props or picks that we've laid out for you today, head over to that DraftKings Sportsbook app. It's safe, it's secure, it's reliable. You can bet on anything you want, including, as I've mentioned many times, drone racing, Russian table tennis, electric. You got everything around there. And if you want to just stick to the main 3 or 4 sports, you can go ahead and bet on crazy props. Or some tame props like Jay Crowder first field goal. That number is going down every single week. It's now like plus 750. It used to be like plus 1400. So get on that while you can. Join the Crowder's Cash Club with the PHNX Suns. Download it. Use that promo code PHNX when you sign up. You know the spiel. Bet just $5 on any NBA game this week during Christmas time. Add an extra jingle in your pocket. If your team emerges victorious, you get $150 in free bets this week only at the DraftKings Sportsbook app. That's 21 plus, Arizona only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. New customers only. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for more details. Johnny, we need to hit a first touchdown score, and not because we need the boost, more just because we've been hot on these lately and we didn't get one last week. So I'm feeling like tonight is the night. I texted you this morning and I said, we're hitting a first touchdown score tonight. We're speaking it into existence. The only way it doesn't happen is if Tennessee starts with the ball and has some crazy scripted drive, because I don't see anybody other than our two Niner boys scoring tonight. So Johnny, without further ado, let's see your props.
Well, I hit like 3 in a row once upon a time, and like it's not. I wouldn't consider we're in a slump. These are hard to hit, but I've made them look so easy. With that being said, I love this number. George Kittle first TD tonight, plus 850. Again, Kittle is on a historic pace right now. His last, I think, 4 or 5 weeks, he's basically unstoppable. If he stays healthy, he's right there with Travis Kelce. He's the best tight end in the NFL. Yeah. And to me, I think the Tennessee Titans are going to sell out for the run. I don't know if Elijah Mitchell is playing. So that it's like, okay, it's a toss-up. Is it Debo on a jet sweep? Is it Brandon Ayuk? Or is it George Kittle? And I just think right now, especially in the red zone, they're going to look for big number 85. I love that number. Again, bet $10, win 85. Bet 100, win 100, 850. That number to me, I saw that this morning when I was doing my research, and I'm like, I'm surprised that number is what it is, because I would think he'd be the first option in this game to score for San Francisco the way he's playing.
For sure. And then Elijah Mitchell is out tonight.
He is out. So, I mean, that helps even further because I don't think they trust Jeff Wilson. No. Jimmy G, I do think he goes over that passing total, not by a significant margin, but again, like as much as I think he is a flawed player, he is having kind of a little bit of a renaissance this second half of the season. In 2 of the last 3 games, he has eclipsed at least that number and came close to it against Atlanta. And they were coasting against Atlanta. I think this game's going to be back and forth, so it's going to allow him to throw the football consistently. So those to me, like the Kittle one, if I feel more confident about this than I have about a first touchdown in recent weeks with you. We've been taking a lot of flyers, but I saw that number and I'm like, that seems really high.
Can we, I know I wasn't on here yesterday, so I didn't get the chance. Can we talk about how close I was to hitting that plus 3,000 on D. Eskridge the other night on Tuesday? Yeah. Oh my God. Russ missed him by inches. So that would have been really fun, but unfortunately
what's wrong with your boy Russ, man?
His finger is messed. And
no, I don't want to hear about the finger.
It is. It's still bothering him. He won't tell you that, but it is. Look, this team is dead and buried. I wouldn't be surprised if Pete Carroll gets fired by the end of the year.
Let's just not fire Pete. Let's just ship Russell out. Can we do that? I think Russell would look great for our DMVR bros in Denver, and then let Pete.
I would love to see that.
The 6 and 11 bandwagon.
I before the start of the year, when the Rodgers news was full, like he's gone. I threw $20 on the Broncos to win the Super Bowl at some crazy odds because that team with a quarterback, it would be so damn good. I love Teddy B, but he's just not it.
He's a placeholder.
Yeah, I like your Jimmy G over prop. We'll get to my props now. I think you parlay Ayuk and Kittle, or not parlay, excuse me. You take both of those, and throw 10 on Kittle, maybe 5 on Ayuk. Ayuk in the past 7 weeks after he got out of the doghouse in the first half of the season has been being used a ton. He didn't have a great game last week, and I think they try to find him again this week. I'm just such a fan of him, and obviously Arizona State ties, but he's like Deebo Samuel light, really good in space, and plus 1,300 is some really good odds. And then I talked about my boy McNichols, Jeremy McNichols, one of the best names in the NFL. Look, they don't know who their top back is. It's kind of like my the prop I had the other night in the Seahawks Rams game when they didn't really know who the starting running back was. And I took Darrell Henderson's under, and it looked to be Sonny Michel. I think this is the kind of same situation where McNichols is over under rushing total 14.5 is so low. If they just split drives, and he has one good drive, he eclipses that in one drive. So I like that 14.5 number a lot. Confident in these picks tonight, Johnny, and I'm excited to have some more football to be viewing. What you got?
For those of you who don't think we put our own scratch on this, take this screenshot. Kittle, Ayuk, $5 on each. You're going to make money either way if either pays out. So again, that's how confident I am that one of these two, man, 1,300. That is very enticing. Very enticing.
For sure. Guys, we will have a nice special Christmas Eve episode for you tomorrow. Johnny's going to be very merry. So don't miss out on that right here on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel at noon. Leave a like and subscribe. If you're listening on audio, please make sure to leave a 5-star review and say something nice about Johnny's facial hair because it needs
That's mean.
Work. What? No, it's not.
What's wrong with it? All my supplies from our friends at Manscaped ran out. Let's get another promotion with Manscaped so they can send me more free shit.
Johnny, anything to promo for PHNX Cardinals?
Yep. Article dropping later today on assessing the Arizona Cardinals Pro Bowlers, that being Chandler Jones, Kyler Murray, Budda Baker, and James Conner. What does it mean? What does it not mean? Who should have made it? Who shouldn't have made it? All that and more at gophnx.com. And then, of course, we got the heavy hitter game of the year, Saturday night, State Farm Stadium. The Indianapolis Colts will be in town. We're going to preview that game tomorrow. Colts, Cardinals. Johnny is elf on the shelf. I take that as a compliment. He is very slender, right? He, by all accounts, in his elf community, is head of the class, just like me here at PHNX. He's a leader. He only reports to Santa. So in this scenario, Saul Bookman would be Santa. I'm elf on the shelf. So yeah, I like that comparison. Thank you, RJ.
Definitely head over to GoPHNX.
Elf on the Shelf has a size like 0 waist, so very fit.
And head over to the PHNX locker as well. This shirt just came in the mail. The Devin Booker Sunset Drive shirt. Very clean, very comfortable. And you might not look as good as I do in black, but I promise you'll still look pretty good. Guys, it's been a pleasure as always. We'll be back here tomorrow right on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in as always, and peace.